guy asked me to build a realistic thundercloud with lightning, and it seems like a fun challenge, so I'm gonna do it. And real quick, if you have anything you want me to build, make sure to comment it down below, and I'll build it. But only if you're subscribed. Alright, let's get into it. So I started off this build by building out like a small little cloud here, and then I textured it a little bit using, I think, a pretty interesting gradient there. But then I was like, this kind of looks lonely on its own, so I decided to add a big mountain because lightning tends to like strike big peaks and stuff like that. And I kind of just made it look a little interesting. And then I was like, you know what would be even more interesting if I built a whole tree. So I started building out this tree with emeralds and the branch tool, and then I kind of just played around a little bit, gave it some leaves, textured everything up, and at this point I was really happy with what I had. However, our tiny little rain cloud was looking a bit incompetent compared to the rest of everything else. So I just decided to try and build out an even bigger cloud here. And you can see I really struggled on this like a lot because clouds are actually pretty hard to build if you're doing something large. They have a really complex shape. So it kind of took me a while to really get it right. However, I'm really happy with what I ended up with. I kind of tried to push everything in one direction so that it looked like the wind was actually blowing it. And then from there, I kind of textured everything this dark gray color because this is meant to be a storm cloud. And then I decided to build out a little bit of lightning. And I did that using the branch tool, and I'm really happy with the shape that we ended up with here because I think it looks pretty friggin' cool, guys. However, then something really sad happened, which is that my recording malfunctioned and I didn't get to record the end of this build. But you can see that I textured it and kind of added some fire in there, and I really like this. So let me know what you think of it down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.